Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Brother and Sister Podcast. We have a special guest in the building today. First off, I'm your host, Pug Flava, and my co-host is
Tressa Mitchener.
Miss Tressa Mitchener, and our special guest in the house today, y'all. I can't express enough. A legend is in the building.
Oh boy.
One time for Mr. Ski Beatz.
Hey, what up, Pug?
What's happening, brother?
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How you been?
What's up, sister? How you doing?
Right.
All right.
Yeah, man, just started off, man. Just kind of give everybody just a little taste of what you know over the past years and just all of your accomplishments. Just kind of give them a rundown.
Man, well, if you know me, you know I'm originally from Greensboro, North Carolina. You know, I started with my first group, the Busy Boys, you know.
Right.
Came up in the borough doing that thing. Man, and from there, it's been a crazy ride, man. You know, what you want to know? How you want me to do it?
So like, from the beginning, what was the spark that for the whole hip hop scene? Because you can't mention hip hop if you don't mention Ski Beatz. You can't do it. You know, how does that feel?
Man,
because you're such a big. It's been so many big accomplishments and so many big things you done and seen, and like. You know, like I said, you can't mention hip hop without mentioning Ski Beatz. So, like, from the start, like, what was the spark to first start it off? Like, was it the music? Was it the break dance and graffiti, the whole 9 yards? Or?
Definitely the dancing. When I went to my first concert, I think it was the Fresh Express.
Right.
Oh no, I'm sorry, the Fresh Festival. And Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, all those cats was there performing. But I was too busy watching the dynamic rockers dance.
Right.
And I saw those kids spinning on the floor, spinning on their heads and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, I want to learn how to do that. So breakdancing was like my first introduction to hip hop. And from breaking, you know, I went to DJing, to graffiti, you know, obviously rapping. Then I got into production.
Yeah, so
and now we're teaching kids how to make beats. You know what I mean?
Awesome, man.
That's awesome.
The class, by the way, the awesome class today, it was such an awesome class. So make sure y'all stay tuned for the classes.
Yes,
Sign
sir.
up. You got to get that. It's a must-have.
I wanted to know, Pug, where did you get your name from? Ski Beatz.
Ooh, so yo, my name used to be Will Ski. Like my last name is Willis. And back in the 80s, you know, ski was like a big thing, you know, Joe Ski Love, Cool Rock Ski. So I said, I'm Will Ski. Okay. And that was my first, you know, rap name. And what happened was I dropped the Will and it was just Ski for a minute, right?
Right.
And then I moved back to North Carolina and we formed a record label called Now City.
Now City.
And our first artist, Hot Right.
Yeah.
He what'd he say in his rap?
Hot Right. Yeah.
Hot Right.
Now City.
Big shout out to Hot Right.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, in one of his raps, he said, yo, y'all fronting on Ski Beatz? Well, Ski Beatz is back. And when he said that, everybody just started calling me Ski Beatz.
Right.
I mean, I didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
But they just started calling me that, so I just kept
That's
it.
good.
So
It's
Ski
good.
Beatz. Yeah.
Man, so like, what was the first hip hop record you heard? What was the first rap record that you heard?
That I loved, that made me go, yo,
Right, yeah.
Suck MC.
Right.
I mean, I heard older stuff before then, but Suck MC kind of really resonated with me because those guys were young. They was dressed, you know, fly. You know, we think about it. I was listening to like Grandmaster, Melly Mel, and cats like that, but they was dressing kind of, you know, like they had like the village people look.
Right.
You know, we wasn't into that.
Right.
So, but when I saw Run DMC and they had the Adidas sweatsuits and the crazy hats and all that, I was like, yeah, I want to do that.
My first one was the hip, the hop, the hip to the hip,
Oh,
the hip,
yeah.
the hop. You never stop.
Yeah,
the rock,
of
who was
course.
that? Rappers Delight, the Sugar Hill
Sugar
label
Hill
or something.
Gang, yeah.
That joint was hot. But so just explain to us, like, how did you, like, from coming from North Carolina and to making it on the scene, you like y'all had a rap group, and like, from my understanding, they had like some cats came from New York and did a concert in Greensboro, and like they was asking about y'all group because y'all group was making noise in New York.
Yeah.
And you didn't even really know, you know what I'm saying? So
Didn't know. Yeah, it was like we had dropped a record called Dropping It, and they was playing it in New York. And we didn't know they was playing it in New York. And I think the Juice Crew had came to A&T, and Craig G was asking for us, like, yo, who's the Busy Boys? I heard they was from here.
Right.
And then somebody called my home phone, said, yo, Craig G, the Juice Crew, they at A&T. You need to come up here. So I went there, met him. Next thing you know, we had an interview. We drove up to New York and did an interview on Kiss and met everybody. It was dope.
Man, so that was your first experience meeting Dame Dash and all that whole...
Nah, that was my first experience going to New York.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it felt good because, you know, me being from NC and us doing hip-hop.
Right.
And then we got accepted, you know, by the Mecca of hip-hop.
Right,
And then we
right.
on Kiss and everything. And I mean, these are like people that we could only hear from mixtapes and stuff like that
Right.
because us being close to A&T, all the kids from New York and DC, yada, 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 used to come to A&T, and they used to bring all the Mr. Magic mixtapes and things like that, and they used to give us copies.
Right.
But to be there and to meet Mr. Magic and to meet Red Alert and things like that, it was amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Then I moved. Then I went back to NC, and it took a couple of years before I actually made the transition in New York. But that's a whole nother story within itself. But while we doing our thing as the Busy Boys in NC, we was like the main group that used to open up for a lot of cats that came into the Coliseum. So that's how I met the Heavy D's and the Clark Kents and the Dana Danes and yada, yada, yada. But Clark was one person who was like, yo, if you're ever in New York, look me up.
Right.
And, God, stars aligned, everything was good. Because when I hooked up with Clark, he had just got the job as A&R at Atlantic Records.
Oh, man.
And I told him, I'm like, yo,
That's
I
awesome.
live up here now. What's up? Give me a tape.
Right.
And that's when I made that original Flava tape with my first partner, Suave. Took it to Atlantic Records. A week later, he called me. When he called me, I was actually back in Greensboro. Right. And my mom was like, hey, somebody named Clark Kent's on the phone. I want to talk to you. I'm like, what? Picked up the phone. He said, dude, you got to come back to New York. They want to sign you.
Right.
And then when I came back to New York with my partner, Suave, that's when I met Dame, because Dame was in the office when I got my deal. And Clark was like, this is Dame Dash. This is cousin Darian Dash. They like your music. They want to sign you. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Let's just get the money and let's just go.
Right.
You know what
That's
I mean?
awesome.
That's big, man. That's a big deal. So, who was the first record you produced?
My first record?
Your first record that you got like a placement. The first record that did that thing for you.
I'm gonna have to say original Flava. That was the first time I actually did something professionally with a video and everything. And when we dropped When I Make It, that was my first real placement. But as far as other artists, Jay-Z, we did In My Lifetime.
Right, right.
And then after that, Clark, he started putting me on. And my first major artist placement was with Father MC.
Father MC, yeah. That was big, because Father MC was big back in the day. So
yeah, he was big.
I mean, you've been in the game for a minute. It's been some years, and still to this day, you grinding hard and it's just uplifting, and it's to keep pushing forward, man. The sky's the limit. So
it's my job. I ain't got nothing else to do, man.
Yeah,
That's right.
Like I said, the class earlier was all that. So what's up with that? I've been hearing about the Smack Packs.
Oh, the Smack Packs?
Yeah, what's up with that?
That was created during the pandemic, man. We was in the house. Everybody was trying to figure out what to do with their lives, man. And, God just gave me the idea, like, hey, you should just run a little boom boom contest and, bring the community together. And that's what happened. Right. Started it up, started making sounds, gave it out to the producers. They started making their beats. Started meeting some incredible people. Got a lot of cool endorsements, and it was dope
awesome.
after that.
Yep.
Still going. We got 2 more to go, though. We on Smack Pack 19. No, 18. We got 2 more, 19 and 20. And after that, we're taking a smack break, because I've been doing it for like 3 years straight.
For the seasonal thing.
Yeah, we got to take a break, man.
What about the dojo? How's that? Tell the people about that.
Oh, the classes?
Yeah.
Well, man, before the pandemic, I was on the road. I was running around teaching kids how to make music.
Right.
That's
and,
good.
It's mad fun, man, just to go out to different cities and meet all the producers and just to, catch that energy. And everybody, they always eager to learn, mad questions, and it's just dope, man. And I love to see, the look in their eyes when they learn something new, because that's how I used to be. And, back in the day, we didn't have no internet, no YouTube, so we didn't have nobody to teach us.
I drove 3 hours to your house.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
To just learn.
Niggas had to actually read manuals and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't have no tutorials.
None of that.
Yeah, so to be able to see these kids, light up when you show them something, that's the blessing right there, man.
Right. That's definitely a blessing. And like, I remember one time, like, this isn't too far back, rest in peace, Prodigy. You was DJing for Mobb Deep. You had called me, let me know you was coming down. And it was my first time ever meeting him. Yeah. And, and how he passed not too far after, like, it was a privilege to meet him and, like, get a chance to, and, like, y'all came on, it was on an off day, and the club was packed from wall to wall. It was one of the best concerts. I've been to a lot of concerts, and I ain't saying this just to be saying it, but it was one of the best concerts I ever went to. Yeah. I mean, because it was wall to wall packed. I don't know if it was on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It was one of the slow nights, but like I said, wall to wall, downtown.
Yeah, rest in peace, Prodigy, man. Mobb Deep, DJing for them for a few years. That was a blessing. They took me all around the world, man. Saw things I never thought I was going to see. It was an amazing time, man. Big shout out to Have, man.
Word up. Big shout out to Have. Yeah, we took the pictures that night. It was real big. Manifest, me, you, Manifest. Smiles still kicking it.
Yeah. Smiles. What up, Smiles?
It was beautiful. So who is like? I know you met a ton of producers. Who would you say? I know you probably can't name one, but who is like your favorite producer other than me? I know you might say me. I'm your boy, but don't worry about that. So let's give the other guys a chance.
Yes, sir. Yeah. My favorite producers have got to be the guys I started with. Rhythm Fanatic, Mark Spark. You know, they the ones that, you know, got me into production. Watching them make beats. You know, and those are the guys. You know, before I was a rapper, Fanatic made the beats. I used to watch him make beats, and I learned from him. Right. So he's definitely like my favorite producer because he started me.
Right.
But you know, other than that, you know, like Clark Kent, Lord Finesse, Pete Rock, Q-Tip, you know, Jay Dilla, you know, people like that, obviously, you know. Right. But my home team, Mark Spark, Fanatic, that's it.
Awesome. And like you said earlier, like, you know, I hear that sound, like every beat you make, and it's like, it's so incredible because it's like you never know what you're going to come with. I remember I used to come to your house and I made my beat all night. It took me all night to make that beat. And I come to your house, I play this beat, toom, 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 and you play your beat and just woo, 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 just shit. I mean, take my beat off. Take it off. I'm going back to the house. But, you know, it's just a beautiful thing.
I had a question for him. So do you go all over teaching people like you did today?
Oh, yeah.
So how does it make you feel when you see a packed room of people that come from different parts of the city that you're in, come just to get that experience with you? Feels
good, man. You know, to know that, you know, people kind of respect what you're doing and they love, you know, your vibe and they feel like you can show them something. Definitely feel good. I mean, I would have been mad if it was like one person up in there. Ain't nobody fuck on me like that. But, you know, it feels good.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. And just to see the, well, of course you saw me videoing, but just to see all the people here making sure that they was giving you full attention when you talked, and then when you called them up to the top of the room, you know, everybody was all into it. So I'm just saying this kind of like at all, because, you know, they watching you and, you know, they're looking up to you and wanting to do the same thing that you do, and you giving back to them, which is a major blessing.
I love it.
Yeah,
thank you. I love it, man.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Another question I had, like, when you got with Jay-Z, from my understanding, that record that he got, it was your record at first.
Feeling It.
Yeah, yeah. Well, how did that come about?
Oh, man, I'm in the crib. I'm making Feeling It. I got my homegirl, Mecca. She's singing a hook. Geezy Sway from Camp Low, he wrote a verse. I wrote my verse. And, you know, me and Dame, my building was here and Dame building was there. I ran out my building. I ran to Dame's crib like, yo, check out this new ski joint. Played it for him. And Jay was there. And Jay was like, dude, I need that record for my album. And I wasn't mad because, you know, we all crew. I'm like, all right, you can have it. And he kept the hook. And the same way I was rapping to it, he rapped the same way. And I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He took his, I mean, like, and you were a phenomenal rapper as well. Like, what, I mean, like, I got on the track with you one time and you just shit it down. Like, why you didn't, like, even today, like, push your whole rap even more because you just got consumed with making beats?
That's it. Yeah, I just got really into the beats thing. And I still rap. I mean, when I make a beat, I'll rap to it just to make sure it work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely work.
Yeah, I don't really have no, like, passion to actually drop a project or anything like that. But I'm always rapping in my head. Always, you know.
There's a lot to come with it. To go on the road and all this, a lot to it.
I ain't trying to do all that.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. So what's your, like, on your bucket list? Like, what are some of the things that you ain't done yet that you want to do?
Damn, that's a good question. Bucket list.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I want to come back home. I really want to open a school, like a brick and mortar school, man, where, you know, we can bring cats in, let them be able to get a college credit for coming to my course, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Get a grant, just make something real. You know,
that's awesome.
Up in New York, you know, they got a lot of schools where, you know, you can learn production and get credit for it. So I think something down here in Greensboro or in the surrounding areas would be kind of dope.
So you think about moving back to Greensboro? Because that'll save me an hour.
I got to move back. I got to move back.
It took me 3 hours to get to Winston-Salem.
Right.
Greensboro, that'll save me an hour. So, yeah, definitely on that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, and just the list of the MCs that you done, I know that's like a chart. Like
wow. That I done work with? All right, Obvious, Camp Low, Jay-Z. Bahamadia, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, Fat Joe, Nas, Raekwon, Jadakiss,
you heard it first, ladies and gentlemen.
Pun, everybody, man, come on.
Yeah,
AZ,
I remember that
Currency.
joint way back in the day. Who's going to pop? Who's going to pop? I was DJing like crazy with that record in the club, but I didn't know you produced that record.
I didn't do that. The Black Moon?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. I was in the video.
Oh, gotcha.
But no, I didn't do that beat.
Gotcha.
But yeah, a lot of artists in the 90s, obviously, and new school, J Electronica, Currency, Mos Def, Joel Ortiz, Jean Grey.
Oh, man.
Murs. A lot of people. I can't remember that stuff.
Yeah. You got a lot on your belt there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a whole lot.
It's definitely an honor and a privilege to have you here, man. I just want to thank you for coming out.
Man,
thank you for having us here for the education, and it's a big deal, man. And we just love it and respect it so much. So.
Man, I got you, man. This my nigga.
Been down for a minute. Like I remember when DVS first introduced you to me.
Yeah.
Like, I've been coming ever since. So it's really a big deal, man.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, anything else you got, Tressa?
So how can people contact you? How can people, if they say you're not having a class, or they want to know when the next class is coming about?
Okay.
How can people contact you and get in contact with you so that they can join that next class and get involved with you?
Oh, okay, that's easy. Just follow me on IG, Ski Beatz, SKIBEATZ. I'm always there. I post everything up, when the next class is gonna be happening. And whatever I got going on, it's on my IG page. Just follow me there. You know everything.
Awesome.
Right. So if you had something to tell the world, what would be the thing you would tell the world, tell the people?
Oh man, just stay creative, stay positive, and just stay in the moment.
I did have another question.
Mm-hmm.
So I know when you're trying to go on your journey and you're trying to follow purpose, what kind of stumbling blocks did you have getting to where you wanted to be?
Oh, just self-doubt. We all be like, oh man,
yeah,
I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But once you get over that little mind trick, you know what I'm saying, you just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If you got faith in God, you believe in, what's happening, you're going to be all right.
That's right.
But we human, you know what I'm saying? We're going to fall down. Just get up and keep it going.
That's
awesome.
Right.
So just keep pushing.
I done quit like 2,000 times.
I got it. I'm an eyewitness because I quit 2,000 times as
Right.
well. And it's always just something to say, no, I make a beat the next night. I'm like, no, I can't quit now. Like,
or God's going to show you a sign like you got to keep going.
Right.
Like every time I'm about to say, you know what, nah, man, just get a job. Next thing you know, so-and-so call, or, hey, we need you for this, or something happened that just could.
Yeah, it always happens.
I could do this, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Faith is like the number one thing that we have to keep in our forefront, understanding that God got a purpose, got a plan. We're not here for no reason.
That's right.
So, like you said, you just got to keep pushing forward with that faith.
That's it. It's fun too, man. It's like look at it like a journey, man. Don't look at it like it's a problem.
That's right.
Just have fun with it.
That's
Have
exactly
fun
right.
with it.
We love that.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here. Please like, subscribe. Another episode of the Brother and Sister Podcast. We're here with your man, Ski Beatz, in the building. Thank you so much, my brother.
Appreciate
and like
you.
I said, we got the futures. The sky's the limit.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Please like, please subscribe. Thank y'all. We love y'all. We out. Peace.